Hi Jyoti, welcome to zenonco.io and Love Heals Cancer. As I have told you, we share cancer healing journeys as a survivor which you have lived, so that other people who are going through the same thing can get motivated and inspired from it. So this is what we are going to do today. Don't take it as an interview. It's just a normal conversation
Right.
between you and me. So if you can just go ahead and start with your journey, that would be great.
Hi, Nitika. Thank you for having me. It's really, I've never done this, so this is the first time, so please excuse me. And if I can help even one person, just one person, you know, I'll, it, I won't say my mission, but, I would say, yeah, whatever I went through, then it's worth it. Sorry if I get emotional a bit. As I said, there are a lot of memories, but I'll start with this. I'm Jyoti and I'm 59 years old now. Okay. I will skip to everything. I was married, I'm single, I'm divorced, and I don't have kids. My passion is traveling. So in 2000, I've traveled a lot. And in 2017, I was in Norway. And I was on the North Pole. I remember North Cape. So I'm starting my journey right just pre-cancer. So you'll know where how I got it. And I was we were on a voyage, me and a friend of mine, my travel partner, and I was sipping beer. And the next thing I got was a headache, a severe headache. And we first thought it was maybe due to the sun because I'm a little allergic, or, my friend insisted maybe I'm not eaten. But later it increased so much, I had to call the paramedics. I was throwing up, and they had to evacuate me, call a helicopter, then a twin engine aircraft. And from there, I was transported to a hospital, which was 2.5 hours away, because I was at a place which was no man's land. And then they realized the headache was because of a brain hemorrhage. I suffered in brain hemorrhage, but fortunately, it wasn't an aneurysm. So I was in the ICU in a strange land, strange country by myself, which was very traumatic. I survived without anything. I mean, they don't know the cause. When I came back, okay, and against the doctor's wishes, and later it so happened that I know, it was a very mild paralytic stroke, which I didn't know what it was. And I live with my 3 sisters, and we are 4 sisters, and the oldest one is living somewhere else. And I know I could not, it was an effort for me to walk, but I did not attribute that to a paralytic or another stroke. I used to pass my urine in this. And at that point, I was told that, it's all psychosomatic. It was very painful, but I survived. I had to do it. I took time off from work. I was working half day. And I had to see a counselor because I went through, kind of fear. I would see any helicopter on the TV. I'm very fond of watching television, any serials, and I would get scared. It was PTSD. Because the memories were coming back. And I used to exercise a lot, gym a lot. And post my return, I know this was in August. From October, I started getting pain in my leg, as if I was tired. I told my family doctor, and I was told not to drink. And he said, you stop gymming. Okay. We did some tests for vitamin D, calcium, everything, and they all were normal. Again, I went in Jan and I was told that I am not exercising. It's a feeling of lethargy and I couldn't exercise. And then it was attributed to all that. Then my stomach started bloating. Again, it was attributed to lack of exercise and menopause, typical in our age, with age, related. So it was ignored. Then somewhere in May, I could not. Okay, to stop that, previously, I started taking therapy, counseling, but I was told that I'm not going through any depression. It was just a PTSD. Come May, I just could not eat. If I would have a heavy meal in the morning, I could not eat in the night. The thought of food would put me off completely. Again, I told my counselor, and she said, I think you're going through a depression, so we'll see a psychiatrist. And the psychiatrist said, yes, you cannot eat, you don't feel like going for a walk, you don't feel like exercising, you don't want to do anything. You're going through a depression. So they gave me antidepressants. I tried for 15 days. And the next thing I know, I still could not eat. So I called up my family doctor and I said, do my liver profile test. There's something wrong with me. So we did the entire renal profile, liver profile, and my LDH levels, that is the proteins, certain proteins in my body, instead of maximum should have been 150, mine had jumped to 1900. So I was rushed straight to a doctor. I mean, then also they didn't know, Dr. Samdani, who's an internal medicinist, one of the leading internal medicinists. And he said, you have to be admitted right now to a hospital. I could not even wait, so one hospital was not available, his choice. I just went, I said, I can't stand. And that was on a Monday, I remember. And for 4 days, they could not diagnose. They tried their best. And he said, I can't start the treatment. And my stomach was bloating. And on Thursday, I was asked to go for a PET scan. So he's saying, please do that. That was another hospital. Friday, I went for this and they were rushing for the reports. I got the reports on Saturday. Nobody told me anything. I was just informed that on Monday, we'll just do a laparoscopy to figure out what's wrong. I will give my benefit this to my sister. She was staying with me at that time. She didn't open my mouth. He's saying, listen, for the surgery, we are calling an oncologist. I said, why an oncologist? He's saying, no, just in case. So he came on a Sunday and the news, I was just introduced. He just introduced, I'm Dr. Amish Dalal. Hi, Jyoti, and you've got ovarian cancer. I mean, it was a sense of complete disbelief at that time. I was not ready to accept it at all. Completely means I was in denial. Next day, the surgery was done. And he said that we'll try and remove the ovaries. If not, then we'll do it later. But I believe so. It was so bad that they could not reach my ovaries. It had spread like wildfire. And we had to wait for our biopsy results and my journey started. I had to undergo, that was my first surgery, and they removed 4 liters of fluid from my abdomen. And I believe the cancer not only was my ovaries, it had spread to gallbladder, the peritoneum, which is the lining of the entire abdomen, which holds the organs, the lymph nodes. I don't have a uterus. It had spread. They could not reach, so they had to put me through 3 rounds of chemo to reduce the cancer. And then I had to undergo a major surgery, which lasted for 7 hours. I was in ICU for 2-3 days. And then I was in the room for 17 days. And just when I was getting about to be discharged, and it was painful because the scar was right from my breasts till the pubis, so it was barely this. And then I got urinary infection, typical, which wouldn't go because I had to start my treatment of chemotherapy. And again, it just wouldn't go, my urinary infection. So when we came home, after 10 days, the doctor said it's going to be very late, antibiotics didn't work. So he said that you'll have to take an IV. Now for IV, I had to go to the hospital every morning and evening by myself. And I had some 250 stitches. And I had to go morning by 8:30, go to one OPD, get an IV, sit there for 45 minutes, come back, and evening again do the repetition. Could not get a cab. It was a tough journey. Nobody to help me. I used to go alone, all by myself.
By driving?
No, taxi. I couldn't get a taxi also. Nobody wanted to come. And then I had to tell them that I'm unwell. I was bald, couldn't walk. I mean, that's just a part of the journey. But I did it. And the problem was that they could not even find my veins because my veins had collapsed. So they had to call the anesthetist, who would, yeah, inject me, and just to find a vein, she would charge me 5,000 rupees per sitting. So it was 10,000 a day. So expenses were mounting. I didn't have much, what do you call, my mediclaim. I'd all exhausted in the first surgery. I was told on my job that I'm going on leave without pay, medical leave without pay. Anyway, I did that. I mean, I had to do it. I was by myself. I had to fight. I got that done. And once the urinary infection was cleared after and she could not find the veins. My arms would be swollen completely. I would be bruised, black all day. Then she called up my oncologist and she said, listen, you need to put a pot over here so that she can go through the next round of chemo. So again, I had to go through a surgery, small 5-minute surgery, which took 1 hour because my veins had collapsed. I come home, nobody to help me, even to sit. And then 3 more rounds of chemo. And then finally in January 21st, 2019, this was in 18, I was diagnosed. 17 was my hemorrhage, 18 was my cancer. And 2019, January 21st was my last round of chemo. February, I was told that, okay, there's nothing. But I have to go through a checkup every 2 months and get the pot flushed. It's been what, 2 years and 3 months. Yes, 4 months. Now the checkups are every 4 months. So I have to, I'm due now. I'm going on Thursday, day after tomorrow. But yeah, now I have to tell you what made me through. My sisters were there in the hospital. She stayed. But at home, nobody was there to help me at all. I used to cook my own breakfast, my lunch. I mean, I was told by my family. And when I heard about cancer, I was devastated. Why me? And I was told, oh, it's like virus. Every other family has got cancer nowadays. Every other family, one member has a cancer. I didn't want to hear that. All I wanted to hear was, it's okay. You will be fine. Okay. I had to find that strength within. What kept me going is my love for travel, my friends. It was tough. And yeah, I was literally told, you're not doing anything, you don't get up, but the pain is immense. The effects of chemo, the first one was smooth sailing. And we women are very vain, I will admit. I mean, when I heard about the cancer, I was so much in denial that I was more worried about my hair loss than anything else. But I realized that was my way of reacting, which is very normal. You know, now I feel it's very normal. It's okay to feel the way I felt. But it's just stupid because hair is nothing compared to what you're going to go through in this journey. And yeah, I got myself bald because when I cut my hair shorter and then I went bald, and that was the most painful. I cried at the barber, at the salon. But the thing is, the first one was smooth sailing. It wasn't bad. It grows, the chemo is exponentially, it becomes harder and harder. You completely zapped of your energy when you come back home. You can't do anything. And one of my side reactions was severe stomachache, abdomen, pain in the abdomen, where I used to scream in the night, scream for help. But the doctor said they cannot do anything. They had told me from day one. So I had to bear the pain. So the first week was pain. I knew the routine that the third day, my pain will start for 4 days. It will subside. After 5 days, it will become bearable. Then comes the week where I can catch infection, any kind of infection. And the third week is hair loss. By then, hair loss didn't matter. But so the pain is so unbearable that all you want somebody is to give you either morphine or some marijuana, but it's not available. And I had to find strength. And as I said, my family, hindsight, maybe it was God. I was told that I don't get up, I don't walk, I don't do anything. So I used to force myself after the pain subsided, after the first 7 days, to walk. And what helped me at that time is my belief in God, absolute belief in God. And I remember even when I had the hemorrhage, my friend is saying, and I do remember vividly, telling myself aloud, I want to live, I don't want to die. I didn't know it was a brain hemorrhage, but I could see. So this time also, I was just telling myself, I have to live, I want to live. Though at times I didn't want to. Honestly, when my sisters, the way they were behaving, no food, no this, no that, I wanted to give up. I didn't, because I used to make my own breakfast. I used to make my own soups, my juices, my, shakes, everything. And I know somewhere I lost my mother, who I was extremely close to in my life in 2014. I knew somewhere she was there watching me. And it is a strange coincidence, but I know a friend who's a Puerto Rican, I met in one of my travels. They come to India once a year and we connected. And her mother and I connected. How, what, it's another story. And in one of and she said, you from now on onwards, you'll call me your mom and you're my daughter. And during one of the chemos, she put me on a video call and she said, you don't talk, but I just want you to know that your mother is holding your left hand and Jesus is holding your right. They're Christians. I knew it was my mother talking. And that was it. There's no looking back. I knew I was protected. The faith in God, immense. Every evening, I would walk in my corridor passage outside, listen to some mantra. I'm a Hindu, so either Hanuman Chal or any of the mantras, and just listen to it. Or even when I was taking the chemo, I would just listen to that. That's it. And I started slowly going out for walks. Go to the promenade in Bombay, which is about 15 minutes from here, the seafront. And I used to walk there. And gather my strength. Another thing, you just don't feel like eating. There's no taste left at all. And my sister, they would not understand, my family. They would say, you're not eating, but you just simply cannot eat. I had no place. I don't have a room to myself. So I used to sleep on the couch in the hall. Doorbells ringing for Amazon, any of the delivery boys, couriers, I used to answer. Well, that's life. And I had to fight it. I had to live, and I want to live. I want to live. And I remember years ago, I don't have, as I said, any children. 5 years ago, I was asked before my marriage by a friend, and what makes you get up in the bed every morning? Most of us, we get up for our children or our husband, our spouses, our boyfriends. What do you look? I said, it's a beautiful life. And that I remembered, and I said, it is a beautiful life. I have to live. Yes, there were times I used to cry all night long. Why me? Why me? And I slowly got into my because of my ex-sister-in-law, my ex-husband. She put me onto a lot of spiritual stuff. That's my spiritual journey started, which I'm so glad. And today I realize why this happened to me. I was supposed to follow a path. I'm not religious. I don't say that, I do my mantras day and night. And no, after that, I don't. But it's a different kind of journey for me. Spiritual awakening, karmas. I started believing karmas and Sister Shivani. And I hear a lot that how I have to try and stay positive. Well, I've tried so far. And I have reached the stage. Yeah, even now, before I go for any tests, I'm a wreck. So it's very normal. And I tell people they are warriors, because to hear the word cancer itself, scary. And I was a stage 3+ cancer, and I'm a survivor. And I did it. And I said we don't have awareness except for breast cancer awareness in India. There's nothing like ovarian cancer. Nobody knows that these are the symptoms you have to. I mean, at least 3-4 years ago, it wasn't. So people have to be aware of ovarian women have to be cancer besides breast. I mean, breast, okay, you feel the lumps and you've been told. But what about ovarian cancer? I think that awareness has to be brought in India. Symptoms. We just attribute, okay, stomach bloating, okay, age. Everything cannot be age. And in my case, it was meant to be. And that is why I got the brain hemorrhage. And that misled the doctors. So I can't blame the doctors also. Not exercising, so hurting. Not exercising, so stomach bloating. So, well, I mean, I had to go through, so I went through. And I said, I wanted to live. I wanted to live to travel. That's my passion. And I want to really tell people, yes, it is scary. It's extremely scary. Hang in there. Believe why you want to live and hang on to that. You can do it. You can. It is not impossible. If stage 3 plus and I'm sitting here, yeah, and I lost my job. Okay, you want to hear that? Because of cancer. When I went back in 2019 and I told him that I want to, and I'm fit to resume, he said, sorry, we've already filled up somebody. I said, but I thought I was on sick leave. Saying, no, you know how it is. My brother-in-law, he also had it. Well, I said, I wasn't going to die. People thought I was going to die. So I lost my job also because of cancer. I had no money. I had to give money in the house to survive, pay my utility bills, my food bills. My Mediclaim was over. My major surgery cost over 15 lakhs. Plus, I had to hire a help because I was not allowed to bend or lift even 1 kilo of weight. So the buy was with me, the helper. She was taking 30,000 a month. I had people in the house, but nobody to help. You're on your own. But you're not. There's somebody up. There is a guardian angel watching us, and there's God. There's 100%. There's a powerful person or being or cosmos or whatever is up there watching you. And there is a guardian angel. So, yeah, it's tough, but you have to know what choice do you have. People ask me, how did you fight? I said, did I have a choice? I didn't. I mean, I would have loved to have somebody tell me, you're going to be okay. I mean, I used to scream and shout. I had no money. And somebody to tell me, you are going to be absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. I didn't hear that. I didn't. I wish I had. And I want to tell people, survivors, you are going to be fine. You all are brave. You're a warriors. You can do it. You can do it. If I could do it single-handedly, they can do it. And I was told when my stomach was hurting, what's a big deal? Get up and take it. I used to come back from my chemo and I used to be exhausted. And I had to serve my own food. There was nobody. I was told you can do it. Yes, I did it. So if you ask me how I did it, maybe at that time you're pushed to such an extent, you don't have a choice. You just don't have a choice in life. And you have to live. This is what it is, and you have to live. And I want to tell them, whoever is taking chemo, yes, they will, they can, they're brave, and it'll be over. The chemo is just part of the process. It's just for few the sessions. And just I want to tell them, like, a friend of mine, she was so sweet, she used to tell me, Jyoti, now you only have 3 more left chemo. Okay, just second last. Now 1 more to go to, that's it, and then it'll be over. So yeah, I mean, I had to learn to walk because I didn't have core muscles. In the hospital, I had to hire a therapist for the first few days after work. So you can't do it. And spiritualism has taught me just be positive. Try not to, this it's karma, it's a law of karma, it's coming, hitting you back. So fight it. And the worst was that as soon as my treatment got over, my sister's husband, my brother-in-law, we used to live together. He was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. So the memories came back again. He passed away because pancreatic cancer is one of the worst. I bless myself. I tell myself, you know what? I did not have pancreatic cancer. Today I'm okay. In spite of everything, I'm okay. Yeah, I didn't have a job until a month ago. And I thought that was my world was over, finished. No job, no help, nobody to love me, no mother. You go into a self-pity also. Yes, I went into a lot of self-pity, but that's fine. I realized that it's absolutely fine to go into self-pity. I had nothing. I mean, there were people who helped me financially also, little bit. I had nothing. I had to worry about the food on the table because I have looked after my siblings financially, grown them up. I had a lot of financial responsibilities. And yes, I did travel a lot. And I'm so glad I did that. So people, whoever is going through all this, do what you want to do in life. And I'm so glad today when I sit back and think, I said, okay, these were the memories. I enjoyed my travels and I want to do that again. Fortunately, they say timing. Yes, patience is another virtue I didn't have. And everybody used to tell me, my friends, that don't worry, you will get a job. It's a matter of timing. And yes, you actually feel when is the right time. It's never there. You're not getting a job. Finally, I got a job with a travel agency and then COVID happened. But when it happens, it's a fact, which I didn't believe. It happened. And just a month and a half ago, I got a job. Well, it doesn't pay what I used to earn, but I have a job. It happened. So it's a long, lengthy process of lot of patience, yeah, lot of sympathies. I don't want sympathy, but yeah, you go through self-pity, which is there's no harm. But believe either in yourself, in God, or something. That belief has to be there. And that pulls you through. That pulls you. Yeah. Sorry. I was emotional. Sorry.
I cannot tell you how inspiring the story is. Like, usually, I should not say this on a video, but usually people have caregivers with them who provide them all the care.
Support.
And they are with them. If not physically, then emotionally, mentally.
Yes, I needed emotional support.
There's a lot.
I was told, in spite of losing a job and no finances, I was told that you have to increase giving more money in the house. All you need is emotional support at that time. So friends, please look for that one person for that emotional support. Just to say you're okay. Sorry. Yeah.
But to see you here talking about it and being so brave in this world, you did everything alone, and still, like hearing those words that you want to travel again, it's so inspiring. Like a person going through this journey and in this way changes a lot. You start to lose yourself, but I see completely the same person as you're telling me. So
Oh, I have partied a lot. I've lived my life. I've gone out. I still drink. I used to smoke. I stopped that after my cancer. I used to live my life to the fullest every second. And I'm going to do that. Now, COVID has stopped me and I could not travel. But I was very fortunate when my travel is concerned. I was like, after my cancer, after my treatment, my best friend from Singapore, she wanted to come and see me during chemo. And I said, don't come because you won't be able to see me. And there's no place in the house. I don't have a room to myself. I was sleeping on the couch. She's saying, how about me if I send you the ticket? Went to Singapore. I came back. Then my ex-husband's sister-in-law, post that, she said, you come to the US for 2 months. So I've been blessed. I did that 2 months. I went to the US and I came back, and I went to Canada and I came back. Yeah, and I want to. I mean, I really want to. Now that I've, started earning, I'll make sure that little by little I'll save that money and I will go somewhere. I have far too many still places to see. I've traveled quite a bit, but I have to see. It's my wish. I've done paragliding at the age of 50. I want to do that again. Go up the Mont Blanc in France, in Switzerland, and I've done paragliding and I want to do that again. Though I don't have core muscles, I'm not allowed to gym still, but I'm going to do that. I've started walking again, and now I don't wear a belt now. I was wearing a belt for 2 years. It was a freedom to remove that belt because I don't have support, so I don't have core muscles. So now, before the lockdown, I used to go for a walk and I used to jog, stop, walk, jog, Yeah, because I want to be fit and I want to travel again. I wish I can save money, and I will save the money, not wish. I will save the money and I want to see. I want to do that paragliding again, be free on top of the world. Do that. Yeah, and there are 2 more places I want to see, and I will do it. I want to do it. I will do it.
Which 2 more places? Like what is your next destination? If
Iceland, Greenland. Yeah, I've not been there. That's in Europe. I think that's left. And I want to see South America. I don't know when that cost is this, but I have to keep on saying this. And I want to do that paragliding again. So, yeah. No, but you can travel anywhere. I'll go anywhere.
I always wanted to go to Finland to see all that northern lights.
I've not seen northern lights. I've not been fortunate, but I'm hoping that when I go to Iceland, I can see the northern lights. So I want to see the northern lights. Basically, I want to go to Iceland to see the northern lights.
That's why I wanted to go to Finland. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, Norway is beautiful. I've done the Canadian Rockies, which is beautiful. I have really touched with God's grace, touch wood. When I could afford, I couldn't afford. I was stupid to blow up, but whatever I had saved, I was to travel every year.
I wish to travel too. Like,
you can do it. Just tell you. And I've never traveled by taxi or anything. When I've landed in any countries with the language problems, I've taken maps. Now we have GPS. Get lost. From Bombay, I used to make a research on Google how to take which train from the airport, me and this friend of mine, Sujata, to reach the hotel. We would change trains and trams and get lost, carry our baggage and go. That's the kind of, because I can't afford. And never stayed in a fancy hotel or 2-star. Probably there's no lobby also. You enter and there's one desk, not even a desk, one guy standing. So,
but that's the thing about traveling. Backpacking is what it makes it interesting, because that's how you actually see the new culture, new people, new world. Fancy hotels doesn't show you new culture.
And I'm not a backpacker, to be honest. I carry my suitcase, because at my age, I can't do a backpacking, but I carry my suitcase and all that.
Anyway, that's just a term. So I used it as a term, but that's what I would like to do.
Do it. You can do it. And you should do it. You can do it. Don't say I want to do it. I've learned this, the new thing. I will do it. I am doing it. I'm learning this.
Once I start earning money, I will do it.
Yes.
I will save on my own and go.
Yes. Just go. Yes. Okay. Tell me.
I just have few more questions.
Sure.
If that's okay.
Absolutely.
As you told me, you underwent chemotherapy. So there are a lot of side effects of chemotherapy.
Yes.
So like a lot of people face like headaches, and it's a common side effect, headaches. So things like that. So what were your side effects, and how did you How did you deal with them?
Fatigue, complete. I could not get out of my bed. I mean, not bed, couch. Severe stomachache, extreme, because I think the type they must have given chemo because my cells were from my it was all in the abdomen, no? So they wanted to probably, kill those, destroy those. So that I had no stamina. I mean, as I said, I pray every morning. I mean, that's the way I've been brought up. Now I'm close to 60. So my mother said, Subha puja karna chahiye. So I do it. I could not even get up and do that. I could not go to my mandir. So each day I would tell myself the first one was easy one. And the second one was when the one it hit me. The third was worse. Fourth, fifth, the sixth was horrendous. And I used to tell myself, okay, how I used to do, I knew the pain which they had told me was a window of that 1 week. So I used to tell myself, okay, it has started today, yesterday at my chemo. So tonight it'll start. It started. Okay, one more day. That's it. By Monday, this will all be over. So if I had a chemo on a Monday, pains would start on a Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, and by Wednesday evening, I would be scream. Literally, I have neighbors coming down. And I would tell myself, okay, one more day. That's it. One more day. That's it. By Sunday, it'll be over, and then you can go out with your friends. You can wear a mask and go out with your friends. I mean, because of the infection, not because of COVID. So one more day. That's how I used to. Hair loss was something which was, as I said, we women are this, but then you get used to it. So yeah, and after that, I've never colored it. When it grew, it just grew, and I never colored it. But yeah, I just told myself, that's it. One more day. And I used to look forward. I'm very blessed with certain friends. I won't say good friends, but friends. And they used to tell me, okay, when you're ready to go out, okay, where do you want to go? Which restaurant? I'm a foodie, and I used to, though I could not eat, but the very thought of going out, even getting ready, my eyebrows had gone. So, just put that liner, and to find a matching cap and just to dress up and go out, I would like, okay, you want to take me out? Take me to this restaurant. So for me, it was like, okay, this is going to get over, and then one of your friends is going to call you and you're going to go somewhere for that one outing. So yeah, that's how. So I wanted that one outing. I would do anything, I would just tell myself. So that's how one should find something. You have children, then okay, for your children, I have to live, I have to do this, I have to do that. So you have to find that one thing to subside, because after 1 week it subsides. I mean, it doesn't go away. The fatigue never goes away, but the pain subsides a bit.
Did you take any complementary therapies along with the
No, nothing.
allopathy?
Nothing. Only chemo. It was only chemo. No radiation. Only chemo. As I said, 3 surgeries. The first one was a laparoscopy. They removed 4 liters of. No doubt, my stomach was like one 9-month pregnant woman. 4 liters of fluid, acetus. The second one was that 7-hour surgery, and the third one was to put my port. And 6 chemos. That's it. There's no radiation, no nothing, and just follow up. And the PET scans are horrible. But yeah, but it's over.
So, did you make any major life changes after the treatment, like something lifestyle changes, as in?
No smoking.
Okay, that is one. Your doctors must have told you don't smoke now.
They told me even after the hemorrhage. But I never used to. I stopped after hemorrhage, but occasionally I used to, on a weekend drink. But that's one thing I've stopped.
So you don't do it anymore, not at all. It's difficult to leave that habit because it's kind of.
I have tried it in the past, but I think after cancer, being in the hospital for over a month, and then you don't feel like doing anything, it's okay. Yeah, drinking, I drink on a weekend now. I That's the first thing. Talking about how you want to look forward to life. My cousin's daughter was getting married. So after the treatment, and we all were supposed to go to Delhi. She was getting married in Delhi. Bombay also, there were functions. The first thing I asked my doctor, and you won't believe, you're going to laugh. See the zest I had for life. And I tell people, I said, I used to love drinking, going out, just generally friends, this, that, led a fast life. And when I was getting my last chemo done, I'm actually asking the doctor, when can I start drinking? I think he really thought I was mad. And I had two doctors, two oncologists. One was a surgeon and one was for the chemo. I mean, he really thought I've lost it and he went away. And when I asked him again after all the round meeting, kya zarurat hai peene ka aapko? I said, no, I have a function to attend. Will I be able to have a glass of wine? So when he said that, I said, okay. And I realized why he said that, because he's not a drinker. He's Mr. Basade, one of the leading oncologists. And I said, okay, let me ask my surgeon, who's a good Joe, like me, Gujarati. And I know they drink. So I asked him, I said, there's this function coming up. Will I be able to attend the function? There's cocktails and some people. Please attend, no problem. Don't exert yourself. I said, can I have one drink? Of course you can have. So I was too excited. I actually had a glass of wine. And then when I went to the US, I used to drink wine. And then I had gone to Vegas with a friend of mine, a sister's house, whose husband was an oncologist. And I thank him every day after that. And his passion, his hobby is bartending. They have a huge mansion, 15,000 square foot in Vegas. And there's one of the bars is based on Bellagio Hotel. So he was fixing drinks and he's saying, come on, let's drink. I said, no, I can't. I don't drink. I only need a wine. What happened? I said, I don't know. I'm not asked by doctors, but you just show me your reports. Said, every day we are going to have 6 to 8 happy hours. So these are the small, what do I say? I don't encourage people to drink. Okay. But, you look forward. Okay. That's it. You can do it. So I just said that, it was a joy that, yes, I can do it. Very fact, now I can, and I always thought I will never be able to, remove my belt. When will I be able to do it? But he told me in the US, Jyoti, fine. I said, well, belt is in you yourself will know when to remove it. So the doctors are not wrong in India. Trust them. And 3 months ago, I just removed my belt. I feel good. So major life changing was definitely no. Another thing, which I never used to do earlier, was my spiritual journey. I'm listening every night. I don't get sleep even now. I have insomnia. So I listen to this meditative, I try. I'm not a meditation person. I do a lot of introspection, which I never used to do it earlier. So I started doing that. And during chemo, I never even had chocolates, even if I loved chocolates, because I was told not to eat, not by the doctors, but it's not good. And now I eat everything. I'm a vegetarian, I eat everything. Talk to my friends, I just tell myself, yeah, I want to make the most of it. Yeah, they're not worried. As I said, I'm going for a test day after tomorrow. And I've spoken to a lot of survivors, and they all feel the same before a test. So I won't beat myself up to that to feel a little, anxiety. And my major lifetime was I just stopped smoking. It's toxic, complete toxic. That I won't go anywhere near it. Now I eat everything. I'm making up all the lost time. I'm a foodie, which I could not eat for those 1 year. So my taste buds have developed. So I've started putting on weight, eating. I only wish and I made sure that after that I started exercising in terms of walking, because I can't gym anymore. Hardcore gymming. So I've started doing that now because of why COVID, I can't do it. But if you ask me, that's a major change in my lifestyle.
You have to be extra careful during this COVID time.
Yes, that's another. That's a major life. During COVID, though I'm fully vaccinated, I wear 2 masks when I go out, if I go out. Okay, and a shield. And to be honest, we are a educated illiterate country. My sister had and her 2 children had COVID. We share the same bathroom and toilet. We live in a very small flat, very small house, very small. I had no choice. Can you imagine the scare for 4 days? I was wearing 2 masks in the house. Now my maid who lives here, but she doesn't believe in masking. If anybody comes, he's saying it's okay. Then नीचे से आया है, अरे नीचे से आया, किधर से भी आया, और मंदिर के पास रहता है, अरे we can. I said God can also come nowadays. You have to wear a mask. So what I have started doing, another careful thing which I tell, that because of my comorbidity, I wear a mask even in the house. Sometimes I'm wearing a mask for literally 12, 13, 14 hours. So that's a lifetime. There's certain changes you have to make with your lifestyle, I've realized, because of cancer. One is try to live healthy. Earlier, I used to hate salads. Now I've started eating that. That's another lifestyle. So certain changes. I have to live with certain things, like I'm constipated because I don't have a peritoneum. So certain things you have to live with, and I just tell myself, thank God I don't have major problems. These are very minor. You can deal with it in a bit bigger the scheme of things. And last year I had COVID. I didn't get it tested when we had it in May, because my doctor at that time didn't give me a certificate to say get it tested. It was not like in these days. But I know I was coughing and I had temperature. And much later when I went for my lung X-ray test, it had come in the lungs. But I'm fully vaccinated. So I tell my warriors, my cancer warriors, please get yourself vaccinated. Believe in that. It's a science. Believe in the chemotherapy. Believe in it. There's a reason why people have done that. Don't give up. Because I know another friend who had cancer, and when she got a relapse, she didn't take chemo. She believed only in alternative therapy of Ayurveda, and it didn't help her. I believe in science. I'm a science student. I believe in that. I know chemo has got its side reactions. Leg aches is another thing you get. I'm telling you, when you have chemo, my God, leg hurts. You asking me, suddenly remember, you cannot walk. And this pain lasts for over a year and a half. It was there till about 6 months ago. And when I asked my oncologist, he said it's very normal to last for 2 years. So yeah, leg aches are there. They hurt you. You get fear. Oh my God, is this I'm getting a relapse? But it's there. So leg aches, my stomach ache was horrible, and no stamina. You come back and you can't even lift paper. It's that bad. But I've been blessed.
What is the one thing that you would like to share with other patients who are going through the same thing? Females, especially females.
Who are already going through?
Yeah, who are going through this.
We women are very strong. Depend on yourself. Talk to yourself every day. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel, why me? There's nothing wrong in that. But tell yourself you can do it. You can and you will. You're not alone in the battle. You're a survivor. You're a warrior. And I'm proud of them. I am. I'm really proud of them. If anything, today, oh my God, the word cancer is the most scariest thing. I think now virus has come, so that's a scary thing, COVID.
After COVID.
Yeah. But COVID, there's still, people are this. But when you hear cancer, you think it's death. Even I thought, but it's not. It's not. And please keep on checking your. So if you're going through breast cancer, please look for these symptoms which I went through of ovarian cancer. Or if you had any other cancer, keep on checking for your breast, for other symptoms, it's better to go for regular checkups, which I'm going right now every 3 months, however scary it is. Now 4 months, earlier 2 months. Check. We do not want a have it again. And if we have it, we will fight. Can fight. Women are much stronger than men. And believe in either, if you believe in God or whatever form you believe in, a guardian angel, cosmos, universe, you need to have that some faith, some belief. Even if you think you believe in yourself, believe. But that one belief has to be there. And hang on to that. And you can fight it. You can.
I'm really sure this would be helpful to a lot of people hearing your journey, because it's so inspiring that I have no words like how to even describe what I'm feeling right now.
I'm not nothing. I mean, there are worse cases than me. I mean, you go outside Tata Memorial Hospitals, I at least had a roof over my head. I used to tell myself, I have a roof over my head. Why was I crying? Why was I crying that I was left alone? You know, when I hear other stories, I'm nothing. Trust me, Ritika, I'm nothing. Because when you hear people don't have a roof over their heads, they have no food. You need to eat a lot of proteins, I was told. And I'm a vegetarian. And to find that protein delicious, you know, I used to think of delicious food. Somebody would make something, but nobody made. And then I had my cousin from the US who visited me and said, you should eat a lot of protein. So please, ladies, eat protein. Lot of proteins. If you have to take substitute, you know, in the form of that powder, if you can afford, they're not expensive, eat. I know a lot of people told me to go to Luke Coutinho and all that. I couldn't afford. I can't afford it. This entire change and holistic, I can't afford. It's okay. And I just say, I'm so much blessed. You look at them, they don't have a roof over their head, they have no food. Okay, money, at least I had whatever little bit. My friends or whoever helped me, God bless them. They don't have them yet. They're doing it. I am not an inspiration. They are. Each woman and each cancer patient is an inspiration to the rest of the world. To me, even as a survivor, they are my heroes. They are. Against all odds, they are also fighting, surviving. Just tell yourself you want to survive, to do something. And you can do it. So I'm not, trust me, the inspirations are those people who are nothing and yet they're living.
You are one very strong woman that I have met in my entire 24 years. Trust me, I am telling you, I obviously other patients, their journey is no more, no less than you. Everybody has their own journey. Everybody is surviving and going through that. But I would tell you that you are one strong woman that I have met in my life. So
Thank you. And anybody who needs anything, they can call me. I have no problem. Just tell me. I can speak to them. Tell them they're warriors. All patients, cancer patients, they just want to hear one thing. That's it. That they can do it. And they'll be fine. They can do it and they'll be fine.
hope is a
That's it. That's the only thing. So if you can just tell them that they are fighters, they can do it and they'll be fine. They want to hear that.
I wish we could
So
reach
if you can just
everyone to tell this, but the number of people we are
whoever.
reaching right now, we definitely do tell them that this. I don't know. They are fighters. They are the warriors. They are so brave that they are going through this every single day, fighting for their life.
Tough.
Their
It's
journey is
tough. It's tough.
Nobody can imagine
It's tough,
what they are going through, but
tough. I wish I had just one person to be by my side emotionally. Just be more. You need some emotional support. Just one person to tell me. And you realize that that's why I didn't want to go. I just said, none of my sisters. It's not virus.
I know it's not relevant right now, but
Yeah.
I
No,
would.
no. I was told that what is cancer? Cancer is just like a virus. Every other family has it. It's not. It is a reality. I was told, what's a big deal? It's like virus. It's not. It is a big deal. It is a big deal. And you just need emotional support. Physically, you can still push yourself. God gives you the strength from somewhere.
I I would tell you one thing. I know it's not relevant right now, and I don't know how much it would help you, but I will tell you this, that I am there for you emotionally, mentally, and we are there for you. And if any time, any way, any sort of help you need, you can always, anytime contact me or our company, because that's what we want to do. Help.
Yeah, just pray. My reports are, just pray that I'm going again now. Wednesday, Thursday, or my day after. Then it's normal.
I will.
It will be. I know. I go through this every 3 months. I drive myself mad. That's it. But it will be.
So I'm pretty sure nothing will come in those, because you are beautiful, you are pretty, you're strong, you're brave, you don't have anything to be scared of.
And you got a very pretty smile. Don't give that up. Show this to all your cancer patients and survivors. They need people like you.
I
We
am
need people like you who are helping us.
I am there for
Really.
you
God
everywhere.
bless you. You have no idea how much I'm blessing you from my soul.
Thank you.
As your elder, I'm blessing you. Thank you.
So thank you for your blessings. This is I have no words to express right now, but thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. And if you need anything, you have my number. Just call. Sorry, I'm at work from 10 to 6:30. But I'm working from home right now. But call.
If you
And
need,
you're going to travel.
sorry?
You're going to travel.
Yes, I will travel. I will
Yes.
save money and travel.
Yes. You won't believe I was in ICU and one of the resident doctors, the senior resident doctors, so I traveled so much, I could not even open my mouth. I was in ICU and he's asking me where should he go for his honeymoon. He's getting married. And I was so excited to tell him all that. You
So
go
you
there,
should
go
also
there.
start traveling again.
I'm just waiting, yeah, for this thing to get over.
As
Right now,
soon as the
nobody wants
COVID gets
Indians.
over, book a ticket to Iceland and go see Northern Lights.
Iceland only has to be in Northern Lights only in winters. So to figure out now. This
Go
year,
in winters though and send pictures to me so that I can
yeah.
see by
But
then.
right now, I don't know when the flights open, when they're going to open this year, next year. I have to save some money.
No, but whenever you do go, please send pictures to me.
Sure. And by the way, this, we three sisters have separated in the kitchen also now. So we are on our own. So it's a double whammy for me, In one house, three kitchens. So I have to organize for my own grocery, my own. I've got one little space. I don't have a room. I keep my groceries also in bags now. So
It's difficult, but
who said life is easy?
yeah, but that's what makes it interesting, Fighting every day, waking up every day to fight a new battle.
Yeah, it's a new battle. When I said you're going to travel, you have to.
Yes, I will.
That's
And
my passion. Anywhere you want to go, tell me. I'll plan your trips. My friends have planned I tell me to plan their trips.
definitely, I'll ask you.
Which is your first destination you would like to go?
Greece.
Wow.
I really want to go to Greece. That blue, white and blue, beautiful Santorini. That's like so beautiful.
Another beautiful place to go is Croatia. I've been in 2012. There was language. Nobody understood a word. If you like nature, mountains, then
Yeah, I prefer nature and mountains more than beaches.
beaches, no? Then the Canadian Rockies. Then, as I said, Norway to just take the voyage up the fjords, in the fjords. Croatia.
Traveling alone is safe. Like,
I have done alone also, and I go with this friend of mine. Two of us, two women, now old women. Two of us. She's 2 years younger to me, 3 years. We take off from 2007.
okay, I just have to. Okay, so thank you so much, Jyoti, for doing this as your cancer journey session, and I'm sure a lot of people would be inspired by your journey, and I will let you know how it goes, and if you can provide me your if you have any social media details where you would like to be tagged in the pictures or post, please let me know.
Sure. Instagram, Facebook.
Yes.
And it was my pleasure, and I really wish, at least if I can help only one person also, it will be my achievement in life. And I really want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak. And sorry if I was emotional.
No,
sorry.
Completely fine. It's your journey, and really thank you from our heart for doing this.
And any cancer survivors or patients want to talk to me, they're free to do so.
Okay, I will definitely let them know. Yes.
Yeah.